Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back. It's been a while since we've done one of these videos, about a week or two. It's because I've been really busy, not just with stuff in real life, but on Roblox too. I'm logged in currently in a Richter Legacy account. This is proof that I own this account. I'll be using this to do website stuff from now on. However, I will not be using this account to go in game, nor do other things as far as am concerned regarding you know, activities until 2020. But I am going in studios and I am checking out aesthetics and stuff. None of the stuff is finished, it's all in working, but this is all we have currently for Scotland. Um, and this is a meeting place we got done. Look at this, bro. Um, we're getting a whole new palace because after Hadrian begged me for like 10 straight hours, if he ever sleeps, he informed me that and proved it various times to me, that the old palace was a free model. First, his argument was that we copied it, and I proved him wrong. And he said, well, it's a free model. I said, prove it. He proved it, so we're getting a whole new place. Um, as much as Hadrian is he's kind of like a two-faced person. He comes to me, and he pretends like he's loyal, and he goes around, and then he, you know, asks people questions and hangs around Anti-Rictorus the most. And if anything, I mean, there's the meme that he's a spy. Hadrian is just Hadrian. I bring up a lot because he's just fun to talk about. Um, Not that he'll ever become relevant, but I mean, he is the hand of the King of Scotland, right? But let's get back on track here. So I told everyone here that I would say why I'm returning to Roblox and what happened to my IRL plans with meeting people and stuff like that. People are what the frick? People are basically, they're like, oh my god, a magic ideology in a Lego game, and expecting your followers to be truly loyal to you without form of brainwashing over Roblox. Like, how do you brainwash on Roblox? So I just put them in. I use this argument all the time. To just put them in the McDonald's, and they're like, "Be loyal to Richter, or you are therefore going to hell." Like, there's no brainwashing on Roblox. It's a game. We put them in educations, which ask them about 10 questions about different subjects. For instance, we define loyalty, we define obedience. We tell them how much power I have. We don't tell them I'm a god. We don't brainwash. I don't know how many times to tell you guys this. I don't brainwash. I don't brainwash. I don't brainwash. And in fact, we might even not even have educations in the next group I'm making, which is Scotland. So shut your pie holes. Quit making up bullshit. Get over it. You all know you're lying. You all know you're just jealous. So shut up. And how about you get a life yourself, Sind? You talk so much crap for, such a small guy that used to roleplay as a trap 2 years ago. Or no, it was a year ago. And then you're going around saying that, like, we're being edgy and the community is dead, we should go outside, but yet you're being active on Discord and probably on Roblox too. But yet you're making the argument up that we should apparently go out and, you know, get a life, You tweaking. You should get out. Go outside. The community is dead. Move on. Get a job. Get a girl. You sound like me. You sound like Hadrian. Man, Hadrian, is this your alt? Or no, is this your main account? Hadrian's an alt, guys. Alright. Make some money. So I'm going to tell everyone here why I'm not doing that currently. So as you all know, I mean, I did go outside, I did say a little bit of stories, and I mean, a lot of you guys that are close to me also know the story of what's going on. But real life, firstly, I think I said this last time, it's because I have a lot of free time. I have a lot of free time to do what I want, because I thought that if I had to go out, make friends, get a girlfriend, all the other real life things people do, like hanging out, so I don't know, whatever else people do, you know, it would take a lot of time off. You wouldn't have enough time to do anything. And I figured out that I would have time to do things. I would have time to do whatever I wanted to do. And I thought otherwise. So after about a month, I decided, well, I got home one day. It was like 7 p.m. And I'm like, you know what? I don't have anything else to do. I have no other friends that really want to do anything at this time of night. And let's just, like, the minute I quit Roblox, I spent the next 4 days just hanging out with people. I was spending out to people's houses just day after day. I didn't spend a single day between those 4 days on the computer at all. Besides once, because one of them tried to log onto my Roblox account and, like, delete it and just, even though it was deleted, so they couldn't really do anything, but if it wasn't, um, and it was going really well. And then I got home, and, well, actually what I started doing, I got on Snapchat, and started texting people for like 30 minutes straight, and I'm like, I gotta get a girlfriend. If I get a girlfriend, I'll, be able to do more. I won't be able to stay in the house, feel bored. So I started talking to girls and stuff, and it took longer than I thought. But things like that. I had free time. Point is, I had free time, so I popped in rather, Red Dead 2. Played that for about an hour and a half, and I'm like, this is getting boring. So I popped in Days Gone, and then that got boring. So then I'm like, you know what, screw this. I got on the PC for first time in 4 days and played some Warband Hearts of Iron. And I'm like, what, just go to bed early. So I went to bed early. This was late in the summer, so early for me would be like 10:30 or 11ish. I went to bed, and I was just bored. I woke up, nothing to do. Day after that, I had GOP stuff I had to do, which is kind of a job. But I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's because school isn't here. Maybe if school was here, I'd be able to do a lot more. So wait till school was around, And first week, first 2 weeks, I was busy. I was really busy. I was talking with, hang out, doing a lot of stuff, things like that. And it just came to me that even with all that being said, just, you know, eventually, the same thing would happen after about 2 weeks. I realized that after 2 weeks, I was sitting there alone again. And so I kind of pushed myself a bit. I started drinking coffee, and I got more social, which helped a little bit, but at the same time didn't. And you know, yeah. After a bit, I thought about it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna check out Roblox, take some videos, and they'll give me some more free time to do whatever. So I did, and I thought about it. I'm like, all those people that told me they had to quit Roblox, they actually have a life. It's wrong. Even during my sophomore year, which was last year, I was doing stuff. I was trying to do more stuff. You have time to. I mean, if I have 3 hours of free time to do whatever on Roblox or whatever, like that's enough for like a week. But I have more than that. I have 12 hours of free time a week. I'm like, something's not going right. I'm not doing enough right. But I talked to a lot of people and stuff, and they said like, no, they choose sports. I used to play sports since I was 5 years old until last year. So you know, I decided, you know what, I'm probably gonna come back. And that's when I decided, you know what, I'm not gonna go back this summer. I'm probably gonna come back in like the late spring. And then I'm like, you know what, I can't survive this long. I can't just sit here and do nothing. You know, that's the main reason why. Other reason why is because when I do hang out with people, it's just complete utter like, you know, things that I don't want to do. They find cool or interesting. Like I don't smoke, I don't do any of that stuff. I'm just not interested in it. It's just how I am. You all know me. You all know I'm a very conservative person. Even though I'm not conservative, I mean I'm very conservative in ideas in that part of the spectrum of politics. I'm very much like that. And as a result, it's just you didn't really want to be around it. And it wasn't the fact that they were like peer pressuring. I mean, they weren't. In fact, they were saying like, "Don't do what we do." They were freaking depressed. Like they were really depressed. They had nothing to do. They were bored with life, and they just talked about their depression and just smoking away and just saying how much it helped them and how much they needed it. And just I'm sitting there and I'm like, God, this is worse. I'd rather die a virgin playing Roblox than ending up like these guys. They're doing it all the time. And they recently started inviting me to it as well. I'm like, you know what? No, 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 no. So I started hanging out with those guys because they're gonna try and, you know, brainwash me on it. And it's like, oh no, you'll be fine when they're crackheads. All of them are. Like, there's not a single one of them that can really control it. And then, I'm not gonna even get started on girls and stuff. It's all a bunch of stuff I don't want to get caught up with. So there's not really a reason why I shouldn't be on here. There's nothing wrong with it. If I can be active in real life and I can also play this game a few hours a week, then there's no reason why I should boycott this. Because this is what I did in my free time. This was something that I did when I had nothing else to do. Whenever, if I want to play a game like on Steam, I would play it. You know, it's not like this game took away all my activity. People think that of it. They're like, oh, well, you would be a lot more better in real life if you quit Roblox. And I'm like, okay, you're right. I quit Roblox, and then, they were wrong. So I don't know what it is, guys, but that's why I'm basically just gonna come back because, you know, I mean, I do have a life, so, and I can play this game while having a life, and it's not like this game hogs up all the time. And it's, like Lava, for instance, isn't really addicted to it. He plays this game like an hour a week. You know, he has a big, strong budget for this playtime. So, that's basically why I'm coming back. So when someone like Sind is like, "Oh, well, you gotta get a girlfriend, get a life, do something. Oh my God, you're all losers." Like, no, we're really not. And no, my Richters aren't either. I used to say about a year ago that a lot of them are really depressed and they come to me because they have no other family. But a lot of the elders, the low ranks are kind of like that. But the high ranks, the veterans aren't like that at all. I speak to them, they all have lives. They're socially awkward online, but in real life, they tell me that, they have a life, they're busy, they all have girlfriends, they all have things going on. We're not all social outcasts. A lot of us are actually, pretty cool as far as I have heard and seen. So, you know, that's all my input. If anything, I mean, this game added stress, but it gave me something to do. And when you're bored, it makes you depressed. It makes me depressed when I'm bored. Just sitting there doing nothing, I dwell. And I go on about good things and accomplishment. I go on about bad things because all there is outside of being alone are good things, accomplishments, going to local community colleges in freaking junior year, All that is good stuff all the stuff going on is good stuff. But, when I'm alone, I'm sitting there, I don't think about that because there's barely any activity in my life. So I just sit there and just dwell on about bad things. And if I were playing Roblox, which is stressful, gives some anxiety every now and then, I mean, it's better than being depressed. So, and I'm not one of those edgelords that are like, oh yeah, I'm depressed. I cut my, no, not like that. Just the feeling of depression is really it. So, this was a little bit of opening up. I'll be honest, online, which is, you know, weird, but it really wasn't. Because if I was, I would go full on story. I'd go on for an hour about this. So this is just to justify my return, um, of what happened. So it's not that I became a social outcast or nothing worked out or, it's hypocrites. People that are playing Roblox and are active all the time on Discord are criticizing me, but yet they themselves are active on this game. Like what hypocrites? Like I forgot, like because I'm looking back at it and I've realized like how do they deal with all the crap that went on? Like you could be absolutely right on this platform, and people would still hate you. Like I completely forgot about because in real life I'm surrounded by logic. Like if you do something bad, you know it. If you don't like something, it's obvious. And if they're wrong, everyone agrees with the person that's right. But on this game, I forgot that if you're right, no one really cares that much unless they're with you. So you know what? When I do come back, no allies, no puppet states. It's the entire genre against me. I'm gonna take on this challenge, guys. I am the antagonist. I am the reason why this genre lived, and it will be the reason that it will die. So we'll see you guys 2020.